With all eyes on South Korea as the Winter Olympics unfold, the media has managed to make a fool of themselves yet again in their coverage of the event. Instead of focusing on the host nation and its culture, they would rather marvel at the oppressive dictatorship that lies just north of South Korea. CNN had a great article about Kim Jong-un's sister, Kim Yo Jung, being a great diplomat to the host nation of South Korea. Kim Jong-un's sister is stealing the show at the Winter Olympics. Now, this could be a simple attraction bias, as I doubt they would say the same thing if plump Mr. Kim Jong-un were to do the same thing. CNN went on to say, if diplomatic dance were an event at the Winter Olympics, Kim Jong-un's sister would be favored to win gold. Stealing the show, huh? What about this South Korean drummer girl stealing the show? What about South Korean athletes stealing the show by winning gold at home, but now can't because they're forced to play on joint Korean teams that take any athletic talent and lower it to abysmal standards? Kim Yo Jung went on to say, I hope Pyongyang and Seoul get closer in our people's hearts and move forward the future of prosperous unification, she said in her guestbook message, referring to the capitals of North and South Korea. I'm sure she means reunification South Koreans want, and not one Korea ruled under the Kim family. What spoke volumes was the media's comparison of this event to the United States. CNN stated that Kim Yo Jung is North Korea's answer to Ivanka Trump. Let's get one thing straight. A woman that holds power in a regime that enslaves, imprisons, tortures, and executes political dissidents is not equivalent to the First Lady of the United States of America. The media will stoop so low to criticize America, Trump, and his wife by using North Korea as a comparison, but will say little about this dictatorship's actual atrocities. It shows this weird fascination people on the extreme left have with dictatorships and their productiveness at the expense of their own people.
He was asked which country he most admired and referred to China.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say, we need to go green as fast as we need to start, investing in solar. I mean, there is a flexibility that I know Stephen Harper must dream about of having a dictatorship that he could do everything he wanted, that I find quite interesting.
Other people weighed in on North Korea on Twitter.
North Korea didn't drop nukes, invade and pillage other countries, carry out coups, start drone wars, kill millions of people around the world to sponsor international terrorism. When is the last time any CNN anchor talked about why the world considers the U.S. the greatest threat?
No, Abby Martin. The US isn't worse than North Korea. Do you know why? Because you can write that on Twitter and not be imprisoned, tortured, or executed, or have that happen to your family. Because you can write that on a cell phone. Because you can write that on an internet in the first place. Also, comparing two evils doesn't make one of them right. It just means that they're both evil in their own way. The US might have done all those horrible things, but that doesn't change the fact that North Korea hasn't done horrible things. You need to compare it to something good and equivalent to the United States. But perhaps the most fawning over North Korea was marveling at a cheerleading performance at a hockey game between Korea and Switzerland. The left side of the media will say nothing when people won't stand for America or its president, yet loses their mind over a team of women who have been handpicked, trained, and indoctrinated in representing their dystopia. You've essentially praised North Korea for assembling a team of slaves. Good job. Trump is Hitler, but North Korea's women enslavement, forced abortions, and rape are dazzling. Besides cheering for a cheering squad of a dystopian regime, the media also manages to insult the North Korean people. Treating North Korea like it's a nation taking its first steps is ridiculous. It's not like the Kim family is just trying to figure this ruling thing out. They've been oppressing the North Korean people for years. Besides, North Korea has put on way more spectacular displays of unification than this. If given the opportunity, I wonder what an actual North Korean person would think of this media coverage. Actually, they'd probably believe it because they're brainwashed to do so. To be fair, some media outlets have included reminders of North Korea's terrible regime, but there should be no room for praise in their articles. As a message from the world to North Korea, They should be permanently banned from the Olympics until they turn their regime around, and after we save all the athletes and people they sent there. I understand that this is a complicated diplomatic situation for South Korea, and meeting Kim Yo Jung is an historical moment. But let's not pretend it's awesome. Let's not pretend North Korea isn't still militaristic and backwards. This isn't even my opinion. Many South Koreans were against flying as one flag in the Olympics.
최근 설문조사에 따르면 절반가량의 국민들이 단일팀에 대해 반대하고 있고요. 심지어 그 문 대통령님의 지지율도 60% 정도로 떨어졌다고 하는데 한국 사람으로서 북한이 저희 그 올림픽 팀과 단일하게 된 거에 대해서 어떻게 생각하시는지 의견 좀 말씀해 주세요.
솔직히 별로라고 생각합니다. 다른 생활을 했고 또 다르게 아예 살았는데 같이 썩자는 거는 아예 말이 안 되는 상황인 것 같아서 생각합니다.
왜 이렇게 그 젊은 층들 사이에서 단일팀에 대한 반대가 심하다고 생각하세요?
사람 대 사람이란 것도 스포츠에서 굉장히 중요하잖아요. 근데 모르는 팀원들과 함께 해야 한다? 또 스포츠맨십에서는 굉장히 큰 부담일 거라고 생각해요. 그래서 경기 성적에도 영향을 많이 줄 것 같고.
올림픽 4년마다 한 번 열리고 거기다 또 우리나라에서 열리는 건 진짜 중요한 행사인데 그 기회조차 갖지 못하게 된다는 거는 저희 나라 선수의 입장을 대입해보면 너무 가슴 아픈 일이라 좀 그럴 것 같아요.
So how did that new and improved Korea hockey team do in that game? They lost 8-0 to Switzerland. I hope one day the Korean peninsula can be unified, but not at the expense of the liberties and freedoms that the South Koreans enjoy. And until then, we should treat North Korea like it is, a real oppressive regime, nothing else. Hey, thanks for watching. Special shout out to Asian Boss and all the work that they do around Asia. I've linked their channel in the description below. Please check them out.
I don't believe what I'm working on.